Find function for given conditions. Determine a quadratic function y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c that has slope of 5 at the point 2, 3 and x-intercept at 1. Now we need to find a quadratic function in this form ax squared plus bx plus c. It has 3 variables. Now to solve for it we need 3 equations. That is first thing which we should know, right? And what we are given is condition 1, that it has a slope of 5 at the point 2, 3. And then x-intercept at 1. Now x-intercept at 1 means what? The point is 1 and 0. So, and we are also given another point 2, 3, right? So we have actually 2 points given to us and then slope at the second point. That gives us 3 equations, right? So let's write down our equations first. Let us say that if point 1, 0 is on this curve, which is y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c, then what should the equation be? So if 1, 0 is on it, then 0 is the y value. I can write this as 0 equals 2 and 1 for x. So I get a plus b plus c. So this is for 1, 0, right? So let's number this equation as 1. Now the point 2, 3 is also on the curve. So 3 is the y value, so I get 3 equals 2. And if I put 2 here for x, 2 squared is 4, so I get 4a, 2b plus c. And that is my second equation. Now, then we are given a condition that the slope of 5 at 2, 3. Slope means derivative. So we have equation y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. So what is the derivative? Derivative of this is 2ax, we are applying the power rule, plus b. Now we are given at 2, derivative is 3. That means y dash at x equals to 2 should be, if I put 2 here, I get 4a plus b, and that should be equals to 5, right? The slope of 5 at the point 2, 3. That should be 5. So this is our third equation. And the third equation is 4a plus b equals to 5. So we have 3 equations and we need to find 3 variables. So that should be simple. So let's do. Now from this equation we can eliminate c. So let's say 2 minus 1. If I do 2 minus 1, then I get 3 equals to 3a plus b. And let's call this equation as equation 4. Now in equation 4 and 5 we have 2 variables, so we can solve for either one of them. So if I do now 3 minus 4, let me do equation 3 minus equation 4, then what I get? Equation 3 is 4a plus b equals to 5, and here we have 3. So 5 minus 3 is 2, so we get 2 equals to 4a minus 3a is a, and b minus b is 0. So we get a equals to 2. So that is one value. Let's call this equation 5. So we got a already. Now if we have a, we can substitute a into the previous equation, find b, and then substitute both in the previous equation and get c, right? So let's do that. So if I substitute a equals to 2 here, what do I get? I get 3 equals to 3 times 2 plus b, and that gives me the value of b, which is 3 minus 6 equals to b, and that is b equals to minus 3. So let me call this equation 6. Now we know a and b. We'll substitute both a and b in the first equation. So we'll sub this in equation 1 and also the value of a in equation 1, right? So a is 2. So we get our equation 0 equals to a is 2 for us plus b is minus 3 plus c. And from here we get the value of c, right? So c will be how much? 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So let me just do it here. So what we know here is we got a equals to 2 and we have b equals to minus 3, and we substituted all this in our first equation and we got 0 equals to 2 minus 3 plus c, which is minus 1 plus c. and so 1 equals to c, right? So now c is 1, now we know our function. So y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. We can substitute these values and get our function. So which is 2x squared and b is minus 3x plus 1. So that is our function. So y equals to 2x squared minus 3x plus 1 is a quadratic function that has slope of 5 at the point 2, 3 and x-intercept at 1, right? So that is how we can actually solve such problems. I hope it helps, because many times they can say a slope, horizontal slope at given point. Horizontal will mean slope of 0, right? So those are the ways in which we can find a function from the given conditions. Thank you.